What's up, everybody? This is a sports show, except sometimes we don't even talk about it. This is Martellus Bennett as well, aka Martysaurus Rex. Now, he is an entrepreneur. He is an all-around great person. He is the black unicorn, and he also sometimes wears Power Ranger stuff. I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But entrepreneur, creative director. You also have your own book as well.
Yes.
As you can see, yep, there we go. Now it's focused. So, hey, AJ, it's bedtime. You were inspired by your daughter to make this, correct?
Yeah, I'm inspired by my daughter to make a lot of stuff.
Like what else? No, let's stay on topic. Hang on, I'm gonna have a million questions for you. So we can roll through this as well. He has the book, as you're seeing right here. He is everything all in one, and he is much more than just a football player that you might see every single Sunday, which I absolutely love. He has an app, he has a book, he's done TED Talks, he's been in meetings with Nickelodeon. I mean, is there anything that you haven't done that you still want to achieve at this point?
I think just for me, I want to make a full feature film that everyone wants to go to the theater and see, and then I want to perform at like a award show, my music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I want to perform some of my music at an award show.
You play instruments?
I do a little hip hop and stuff, thingy material here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I just dropped the album earlier this year, and then I just released another song on my birthday. Then I got a whole nother.
I don't rap with some of my friends do.
That was last year.
Oh, that was last year's.
Then I dropped the album
My
called
apologies.
Polka Dots this year.
How'd you come up with that name?
I just like polka dots. Polka dots are great.
All right.
Yeah, it's like my third favorite thing after juxtaposition and personification.
So you're talking about words, like your favorite words.
Well, no, I like the actual idea of personifying things, and
Okay.
I feel like I am a juxtaposition. I'm a walking juxtaposition. And then, and polka dots, I like polka dot walls and polka dot shirts and polka dot pants and polka dot stuff. So I just figured I call the album Polka Dots because it's just something that I like.
What was your favorite song on there?
On that album?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
I got a lot of them coming.
I don't know. I kind of like the whole thing as a collection overall, not just individual songs. Because I recorded it all in one night, so it had the same vibe.
How many songs?
9 songs.
You recorded 9 songs in one night.
Yeah.
And you just went through it once, and you're like, "That's good. On to the next one."
Kind of, yeah. I kind of did it like that.
What?
Yeah. So I did all 9 songs in one night, except for the song.
You have an engineer, I see.
Except for that one song with Snoop Dogg.
And how did that come about? Because I know that you were on his show previously as well.
Yeah, that's what happened. I was just at his show. They was like, "Oh, Snoop's is in the studio," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Let me go back there and see what he's doing." And he's like working on the song. It wasn't like he just listened to beats and stuff. I was like, "Hey, yo, Snoop, I could rap. Let me make a song with you." You know, he was like, and then he went back to doing his thing. And then I was like, "Nah, seriously, bro, let's do a song together."
Yeah.
And he was like,
so you put him on the spot.
Yeah, he was like, "You serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious. Let's do a song." So then he said, like, "All right, let's find a beat." So he went through a couple of beats. I was like, "I like that one." And then
So you were like directing him.
So I took out the paper, because I write on paper. So I took out the paper because I wanted him to know that I wrote my own bars.
Okay.
And he had his phone, he's doing his thing, and he went and rapped first. And then I was like, shit, I need to throw my raps away.
Come on, it can't be that
Snoop
bad.
was so smooth. It was like melting butter with a blowtorch. It was just like, shh, and then turning the butter again, just so that you could melt it again. His voice was all smooth and stuff, and it's like me and Snoop Dogg. Usually when I rap, it's like me and my friends or something like that.
Right. Is he the smoothest? Is he like the smoothest, easygoing flow that you've heard in hip hop?
I think so. There's not too many people that could just rap with I think Wiz is close. Wiz is pretty smooth. But just like a smooth flow, just like his voice is always on point. Like I don't think anybody could
What
do
about
like
Guru
Snoop.
from Gangstar?
I don't think he was as smooth as,
You don't think so?
like as his voice, just like I think it's just the affliction of Snoop's voice. I mean, Guru-
Okay. So that's different then. It's
Yeah.
different styles, right? Because Guru is like very monotone,
Yes.
and he has the same way of doing it. So maybe it's an incorrect perception, not for you, but for like a lot of people who listen to hip hop and listen to Gangstar in the past that were like, okay, he's good, but he's boring because there's no inflections in his voice.
Yeah. Snoop is like riding in an old school Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? Like you just go like Like all the time, every song he's on, it's like you jump back in that old school Cadillac and you with a hot chick and the top is off and you just rolling it, and it's always at sunset. It's
You're literally giving my fantasy right now that's never come to fruition.
Yeah, it's not dark and it's not bright. It's always at sunset, peak sunset.
Like LA sunset.
Yeah, and the skies are like pink, bluish, and it looks like cotton candy, just the cotton candy clouds every time Snoop Dogg raps.
When's the last time you had cotton candy?
It's been a while. Cotton candy is just like a ball of diabetes.
I mean, yeah. That's a pretty extreme way of putting it, but I understand where you're going. How many cavities did you have as a kid?
I don't know. I didn't have a lot of cavities. I brushed my teeth a lot. And
you don't drink coffee, do you?
No, I don't drink coffee.
Oh, that's why your teeth are so damn white.
Everybody keeps saying that. That's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Yeah.
No. Like
coffee stains your teeth? Oh.
See?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some work done. Yeah.
I think we all need a little work done.
How so?
Just as people, none of us are, I mean, the imperfections are what makes us perfect.
True. And then sometimes those imperfections are exposed by people who, unfortunately, are in the media, like myself, who don't like to show the positive side of things.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to point out other people's imperfections and not their own.
Why?
Because everybody, I feel like the world wants to, they judge themselves on their intentions and they judge everybody else on their actions. We could all have good intentions, but then you could do some, can I say fucked up on here?
I mean, I'm gonna beep it, but
yeah, you could do some fucked up shit and then you like, oh, well, my intentions were good. Don't look at my actions. This is what I was thinking about doing, you know? So they want to judge yourself on your intentions and you judge others on their actions.
Right.
Am I supposed to look at the camera or am I looking at you?
Who cares, man?
Hey, guys.
Say hi, YouTube. Okay, I want to get back to this real quick. So if we could just roll some of these photos. The design of this website, well, that's the book. The design of this website is extraordinary. Now, you sort of gave it away, like the polka dots, I understand that, although they're bubbles as well. Imagination Agency, he is the creative director, he is the founder, he is the entrepreneur, he is everything that you want an athlete to be and more. And they're not just defined by their sport. There you can see, you can download the app in the App Store as well. Those are some great graphics. Some really cool guy made those. So here, on top of that, like as I'm looking at this, and as I'm now seeing, you know, like unfortunately, as we sort of went over previously, how like, for example, Fox News and Laura Ingraham wants athletes to shut up and dribble. How others just want you to pretty much stay in your lane and just stay where you are as an athlete. You're breaking through with that. So do you think that more athletes could maybe follow your direction? Have they come to you for guidance in order to have that sort of direction?
I get a lot of calls all the time, and it's been like that for years since the lockout. You know, I was young in the lockout, but I've had some of the best players like sitting in my office in Dallas during the lockout talking to me about business and stuff. So I've kind of been on this path the whole time, and like the whole shut up and dribble thing is just a quipe. You know, it's just, I mean, for me, it's
What's
just.
a quipe?
Oh no, I just made it up. I have no idea what that word means.
What do you mean?
It sounded great.
Dude, it sounded great, but I was like, wait a minute. I feel like I'm cool with him. I could ask him.
I don't know what that is.
It's quip, not quipe.
It's a different word.
That is a different word. It's a
not
noun. A clever, usually taunting. You're taunting people?
They are on TV.
Right. Okay, all right. So quip. Right? Quip. There's no E at the end?
I just made up a word.
Education 101.
Quip. That's just
Quip.
There's a food called quaip.
What kind
food?
of food is
It's
it?
like this like breaded meatball thing.
Like a glowamki?
Oh, that sounds. What is that?
It's a Polish, like meatball.
Have you been to Poland?
No, I've not. I know Polish people.
Where's? I know Polish people. I'm from Chicago. It's the melting pot.
I know.
Yeah. Where's one country you want to go to that you haven't been yet?
Man, my dream vacation was Japan, and I just got back from Japan.
That was amazing, right?
Oh, it was the most amazing place ever in the universe. I don't know. I can't say that. I've never been to Jupiter, but
you plan on going?
Shit, Elon Musk keep doing all the stuff he doing. Hell yeah, I'm driving by Jupiter. My whole thing, like I spoke at NASA last year, and it was about space business. And I'm just like, who owns Jupiter? Can I just go and be like, Jupiter's mine, and I have that star, that's mine? Like, who's selling like you could buy a star.
Right.
But who gives you the right to sell stars? Like the company that sells stars, how did they get ownership of the stars to be able to even sell them?
Wait, so what was the answer to that question that you asked NASA?
They didn't have answers for me.
They didn't?
No.
You probably asked like some of the most unique questions that they've ever heard.
I have it on camera, and it's just awkward.
Why is it awkward?
Because
embrace the weird.
It was just the whole thing. Like I was there, and I always want to be at NASA and speak at NASA, but then I realized I'm speaking to rocket scientists and the best engineers in the world and astronauts, and it's like, and they want me to talk to them about space business, which I really don't know anything about. I told them straight up, I was like, actually I was overqualified to be there, to be honest, because I seen Men in Black 1, 2, and 3. Spaceballs, Aliens, all of them. Sigourney Weaver, you were hot in those. I seen all
Spaceballs is so
E.T.
good. Yeah.
I see all those movies. Like I'm qualified to talk about space.
Star and when
Wars.
you said that, their reaction was?
I thought they were gonna laugh.
Oh, they had a dead straight face.
The whole time they were looking at me like this.
Oh yeah, that gets a little awkward.
So I'm in there, and then they told me to speak for 20 minutes. So for 20 minutes, people were looking at me.
Man.
Then finally, they started laughing toward the end, and like there was one guy I could just see him sitting there, and I was like, I got you, like in the middle of the speech, because he finally started laughing. They turned out he was the guy after me. But when I got done, they were all like, oh, you were so hilarious up there. I was like, why didn't y'all laugh when I was up there?
Right, totally.
Leave a guy up there for 20 minutes telling jokes. I didn't know, like sometimes if your material's not working, you can switch it up.
Right.
But I didn't know if it was working or was not working because everybody was just sitting there. So I was like, I might as well, I'm here now.
Right.
I just want to stick and go with the game plan.
Wait, okay. So how does it feel then when you're up there doing like your own thing? You're passionate about it, but you're also having fun. Like it seems like you're the kind of person who is really good with people who are reacting to your stuff, right? And you like cling off of that. You cling off of their energy.
Yes, because I never write speeches. I go off the energy of the room.
So your TED Talk, that wasn't written?
Well, I had to write the TED Talk. Because it's like
was it in the monitor that was down there?
No words. They just have the pictures on there. So I remember the speech. Actually, I had 3 more minutes or 4 more minutes of stuff material written. But I was doing so well. I was like, "You're doing great.
Your speech was amazing.
You're doing great. Now let's close it. Wrap it up. Don't you know what I'm saying?
Because less is more.
Yeah, I mean, I was just at a point where it's like, man, I'm crushing this right now. I was so nervous. It was like that TED Talk though for me was really, really cool because
very cool. I loved it.
I never really gave like formal speeches like that. When I speak, I usually just go up there and I write these bullet points on my hand, like, oh, they want me to talk. Let's talk about imagination and drugs and cars and people and then life. And so I just go.
Real quick, they gave you those points, or that's what
no?
You
I'm saying like usually when I give a speech, if it's a speech at a certain thing, I just kind of like write bullet points in my hand so that way I could just kind of like, oh, let's talk about this now, and I just kind of go riffs about it.
Right. That was super cool, man. It was really well done.
Thank you. And then I told LeBron and they was like, my TED Talk was called More Than an Athlete, and now it's like, we're more than an athlete, and we got I mean, there's nothing that's wrong with more than an athlete.
That's a great shirt, by the way.
Well, thank you. I designed it myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's that collar called? Is that a French collar?
Priest collar.
What's it called?
You call it priest collar or a Mandarin?
Priest collar? I don't know if my parents would approve.
Yeah, they definitely want to approve for you.
Just kidding.
Mom, I got this priest collar on. What you think? Son, take that shit off. You know we don't believe in that. Get that out of our house. That is the devil.
So I'll see you for Yom Kippur. All right, cool. Yom Kippur?
Yom Kippur?
Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, Shabbat.
Yom Kippur sounds like a delicious Japanese dish.
Did we just think of something?
Yeah, Yom Kippur. It's like, I mean, it's like in Japan, like at first, like at breakfast they eat, this is just random stuff I'm telling you about.
Yeah, I'm in, I'm all in.
In Japan, it's wonderful. People are so nice and the culture is so beautiful. And I just went on this like spiritual trip because I was by myself for like 10 days out there.
Wait, you were on your own?
Yeah.
You went with nobody?
Yeah, just me, myself, and my thoughts.
Holy crap.
And it's crazy when you're in a place where the language barrier is so big because there's no one to talk to. Like small talk is not happening. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, the weather's great today. They're gonna be like.
Did you try to like make conversation with people or never?
Yeah, I learned a little Japanese while I was out there.
Okay.
I mean, I had to learn a couple things. I had this whole list. I got this list on my phone of like things to say in Japanese. I'll slaughter in it everywhere I go.
Okay. All right. Wait. So you were on like a spiritual
yes.
way of going about it. So did you go to like the hills? Like did you go where no one was?
No, I was in. So I started in Tokyo. Then I went to Kyoto. Then I went to Osaka.
Okay.
So I went to all the shrines. I prayed to all the gods, even the god of hair, because I'm balding. And
rock it though.
I don't really care at this point. I'm already married.
That's something Larry David said. Larry David was at the wedding on the beach, right? And he's there with Jeff. And Jeff's like, what's with the hat? He's wearing like this stupid ass hat.
Yeah.
And Larry's like, fuck you, I'm married.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want. Like, I get it.
Guys be out there, they be talking about, they be worried about they have on, dressing up for the world, trying to impress people. I ain't worried about everybody else.
Right.
Look at me.
What? You rock it.
I know.
Dude.
My style is rich hobo.
So you belong at Coachella?
No, do not belong. How many black people you see at Coachella?
Not a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a lot. So how do we?
Black people don't really go to concerts like that.
That's not true. I went to Dead Prez at the Roxy like 3 weeks ago.
Have you ever been?
Full of black people.
It depends who's performing too, though.
Beyonce's gonna be there.
Yeah, every black woman in the world's gonna go. It's Beyonce. She's like the.
All right, then. So we just made it very clear.
No, that's an anomaly.
What are you talking about?
The majority of concerts are with white kids and kids that look like you.
What do I look like?
A white kid with nice hair.
I have nice hair?
It looks all right.
Oh, dude. I think my hair is my worst quality.
Is it?
Thank you so much,
Think
man.
about that. If your hair is your worst quality.
Oh, pep in my step today. Oh. Don't do that again. That looked weird. Wait. So there's no black people that go to festivals?
There are some black people. There are some. There's not a lot. That's what I'm saying. The majority of us don't go.
So you're saying that the entire festival circuit, Coachella, Lollapalooza, all the big ones, Austin City Limits, they're for white people, is what you're saying?
They're put together by white people for white people.
I don't know who puts them together. I've never met them.
I can tell you who's not putting them together.
Who?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I personally don't like to be surrounded.
What's the last concert you went to? Oh man, it's been a while. Well, you have a kid, so it's kind of hard.
That has nothing to do with it.
It doesn't?
No, when you have kids, your life doesn't end.
No, okay.
You don't start living until you have a family.
I do have a family.
I mean, your
I got my girl
family.
and my dog.
It's not, I mean.
We're the 3 best friends, my guy.
What kind of dog do you have?
We have
a boxer?
well, we adopted him. No, we adopted him in Chicago at Paws, actually. He's like, we think a Dachshund Terrier mix, and his name is Carl, and he's the fluffiest little munchkin in the world. And I love him.
Small dog?
20 pounds.
I hate small dogs.
But he's 20 pounds. He's like a good middle size.
20 pounds, like if I'm warming up doing curls, I don't even pick up the 20-pound dumbbell. 20-pound is like when you want to do the deltoids. Side raises, sevens.
What is it with small dogs? I think small, well, it depends on how small.
I'm 6'7" too, though, so the dog's even smaller than me. I have a standard poodle.
See, now here, we're talking about the perception of someone like you if they were walking like, what, a 10-pound dog?
A Maltese?
Sure, for example, sure.
I don't like small dogs. They can't protect me. My dog has to be able to bite somebody.
Does your poodle bite people?
It will. It's a mean poodle.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Named after Wednesday Addams.
Who's Wednesday Addams? I'm sorry.
The Addams family?
We're being, okay.
The daughter?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
wait. You named the poodle after Wednesday Addams?
Yeah, Wednesday Addams, one of the best characters ever graced the screen of television.
Who are the other 4 best characters that have graced the screen on television? Which, by the way, you went on the record saying you don't own a television. You don't watch a television.
I don't really watch TV. I watch TV at night.
Like Larry David.
Is that what he does?
What?
He watch TV at night?
No, I'm saying you watch Larry David.
Like right now, like, so like one of my favorite shows right now is Silicon Valley.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Psych.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's my favorite television show. So I watch it. I record all the episodes and I watch it like to go to bed and I enjoy it. And then other than that, I just watch movies. I love lots of Japanese karate films. So with Donnie Yi and Jet Li and old Jackie Chan, Rumble in the Bronx.
Bruce Lee.
Not too many Bruce Lees. Too serious for me. I like the ones that's
you like comedic, a little comedy sprinkled in.
Yeah, I like the ones that be like, what the fuck is going on? Like
Right.
they're running on the ropes and jumping across and kicking people in the face.
Right.
I like most of them are in Japanese, so I end up watching them by myself.
Do they have closed captioning?
Sometimes.
Okay.
They do, but other times I just use context clues.
It's very difficult for some people.
It's very hard. You're like, wait. Like sometimes I gotta rewind and be like, oh,
Right.
that's what he said.
Did you ever read the book by, I think it was RZA?
No, I didn't read RZA's book.
Okay, you would love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's all about how they came up with Chambers of the 36 and how he had this like spiritual awakening when he was younger, and then he got to go see everything as it was and how that inspired him throughout his life. And he had a quote in there that I'll always remember. He was like, first comes knowledge, then comes wisdom. And he talks about all these different chapters of his life that he went through in order to become the person that he is today.
I'm writing a book like that right now.
What's it called?
About my life. It's called Unimaginary.
Unimaginary. Why'd you come up with? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you come? Well, you're sarcastic, so I don't know if like
I'm not
you're playing
sarcastic.
around. You're playing around sometimes.
No, it's serious.
How'd you come up with the title?
Unimaginary?
Yeah.
Because it's real. It's not. I'm not making this shit up.
I know you're not.
I live a life that's in between reality and imagination. So sometimes people don't know what's real and what's not real because I make a lot of shit up, but a lot of shit. Like I tell people stories and they think I'm lying until someone pops up like, man, remember that time you did such and such? I just look at I just like, my wife used to have to do this all the time. I was like, I tell her a story, she'd be like, what the fuck, whatever.
How'd you guys meet? You met in Dallas, right?
Yeah, so then someone would come in and be like, yo, remember that? Are you Martellus? Remember that time you did blah, 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 blah? Then I just look at my wife like, told you.
You don't lack self-confidence, let me tell you.
If you don't love yourself, no one else is gonna love you.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah, so.
All right.
And then first you gotta learn to love yourself before you can learn to love others.
I know that you're gonna tell like a million stories inside of one humongous umbrella of a story, but when did you, like on a serious note, when did you like start loving yourself to the point that you are the person you are today?
I feel like this way. I had an off and on relationship with myself.
Okay.
Right? Like I think most people do. Like there's moments where you just feel like you love yourself and
100%.
And there's moments where like, oh, who the fuck are you? You're such a terrible human being. Why are you on this earth, right? You have those moments.
Of course.
So then, but like I went through a demasking period. Because what happens is there's versions of ourselves that we don't like because we wear all these different masks.
Yeah, I heard you talk about this. It's so true.
Portray a certain image of ourselves based on whoever we're in the room with.
Yes.
So
are you putting on a mask right now?
No, I no longer wear a mask.
Amen.
And that's why I became the orange dinosaur, because the dinosaur is one of the oldest creatures in the world, and the actual orange dinosaurs are my favorite creatures. So it became the oldest form of myself was the orange dinosaur.
Gotcha. Okay.
The black unicorn was like the most magical form of myself. So the black unicorn's inside. But so anyway, I went through this demasking period when I played for the Giants. Because I was in Texas, and I would say in Texas, you can be a horse, but in New York, you could be a unicorn.
Right.
That's the difference. People ask me what's the difference between Texas.
Right.
In New York, you
Makes
can
sense.
You can be anything. So I just started like experiencing so much stuff in New York, and I was just like, wow, this is like, there's so many people like me. It's like, it's the first place I felt like I fit in. You know, I grew up in Texas, and not too many people fit in Texas.
We're feeling you're saying.
No, fit in.
Oh, fit in. Okay.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of culture.
Well, you're a super like creative, outside the box thinking person.
Yeah, you gotta think. Yeah, they gotta put you in a box. Like, man, in Texas, if you crank a jack in a box, he doesn't even want to come out the box. He's like, no, stop, I'm not coming out. You know.
That was amazing. Well done. Okay, so you got to New York. You were surrounded by other creative people.
And it was just amazing. I did this thing when I did my first animated thing when I saved the fan that fell out the stadium. This guy fell from the stadium on the way out, and I saved his life. Yeah, I saved this dude's life. I don't want his firstborn. At first I was like, you gotta give me your firstborn, but then after a while I'm like, that's a big burden for me to carry.
Huge burden.
So maybe I'll just be the godfather of your kid.
All right, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, he falls out, and I feel him about to fall. So there's video, not actual video of the thing, but we made like an animated version of it.
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
All right.
And so I catch this guy, he's falling, you know, boom, boom. It's after we beat the Packers. And I go make this animated thing to tell the story again, because all these people saw it, but it's like 2012 and we weren't the people that were like, now you walk around like this, what's gonna happen?
Of course.
What's gonna happen? In 2012, you still had your phone in your pocket, right? Then you'll take it out to text messages or occasionally call somebody. You weren't just videoing every single thing. Like there was a video of somebody, a dude got hit by a train on a subway and everybody got it on video. And I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is going on with the world?
Totally, but he was hiding under the train, right? Isn't that how you do it?
No, but I'm saying like, why did anyone help?
Oh, well, they're afraid.
Everyone's like, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. Oh, he got hit. I got it. Cheryl,
you wanna know what it is?
On Instagram.
That's the TMZ culture that we live in. Sorry, Jason Rubin. That's the TMZ culture that we live in.
Is that what we're calling it?
Well, I think so. If not so, I just named it that. I anointed it that name. Because guess what? The people that sell that video to TMZ, they make a ton of money. That's why they're doing it.
I'm gonna start filming my friends when they do shit and selling it to TMZ. Man, that video got on you. It was just me, you, and Chris was there, man. What's going on? It wasn't me. Hey, Jason.
So you're gonna D'Angelo Russell your friends?
Hell no, that's fucked up, bro.
I agree.
He was like this though. I'm gonna do it like this, so you know.
So they can see it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hide. Hey, bro, look, I got this on tape. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but we can make some money off of this. So I'm willing to go 60-40 with you. I'll give you 60, I'll take 40, because that's just the type of businessman that I am. So keep doing fucked up shit, and I'll keep on filming.
Right.
And we can keep on making bank.
What would you do if that guy was in your locker room?
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah.
Football players don't do shit like that. That's some basketball shit. We don't do stuff like that.
All right. You don't want to elaborate further?
No, it's just not something that you do as a football player.
Is that the biggest difference between a football player and a basketball player?
That incident, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do football players do?
We just be chilling. We don't get in other people's business like that. All right, bro. Like whatever you do, you do.
Right. Were you well received when you went out with like your entrepreneurial spirit in the locker room?
Oh, my teammates love me. They always like, hey, it's kind of like a running joke. So it's always like, hey, what's going on in the Bennett Enterprises?
All right. It's like the ultimate compliment. Yeah.
Nah, but it's like everybody always like, you know, like they buy my books or they support it, and guys always like they push me and they like, oh man, this is really cool. What else are you going to do? And they have like, they're always like, I have this idea. How should I go about it? So I have a lot of conversations with guys about business and starting their own business and very entrepreneurial things.
How'd you learn about business?
Books.
That's it. You just read and read and read and read and read.
Like I never learned how to like children's books, or like my first animated film I made. Like I didn't know nothing about making movies. I just watched a tons of movies and read like Creativity Inc. And I have what you call divine mentorship.
Okay.
Mentor.
All right.
If I die, I never thought I'd die on YouTube, but hey, how'd he go out? On YouTube. At least we get a lot of views.
Yeah, we're selling it to TMZ. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like I didn't know anything. So what I call a divine mentor is like a lot of people leave like messages behind, and you can learn from it even if they're not around. So like Tim Burton is one of my favorite directors. So I find all interviews with Tim Burton or director's cuts, like when they do at the end of the DVD when they talk about different scenes in the movie, and I kind of learned through that and just reading and vibing and doing that. Like even like this book, like I print my people like, oh, self-published. Like I print my books in China. And like so like just tracking that down.
How'd you get hooked up with that?
They have these things on back of these ISBN numbers and stuff on the back of books, and you can find out where they're printed and like where they come from and stuff like that. So
I had no idea.
And then in the book it'll tell you like it's printed in such and such somewhere in most books, and then so I just found the books that I liked that were printed like that, and I kind of went through that phase. I got friends in London that actually like see like my app when I didn't know anything about building apps. I built apps through sticky notes, right? So like each screen I draw as a sticky note. So this button will take you to this, and these buttons will go to that. So it's like this whole wall just like sticky notes, and it's all the app. So like the bedtime app, I was looking at it the other day, and it's like 180 sticky notes. And it's just like, it was on the wall, and I was like, oh, then I looked at it from the beginning to when we finished it, and it's pretty much spot on to what's going on in the app too.
Interesting.
So I designed each screen and each touch point through sticky note. And I found this company that kind of did something close to what I was trying to do. And they're in London, so I hired them to do the computer part of it.
Gotcha.
So I just designed it and make it, and then they put it together.
So you teamed up with like the right people to create the app, or you just did everything on your own? Like launching it, the beta, everything?
Yeah, so now I just, like, basically I hire teams, like, in my company, like, I just hire people to come in and like, hey, we're about to build this app. You make cool apps. You know what you're doing. I don't know shit about this, but I know how to make cool stuff, and I have this vision for something of what I want it to be. Like the first app is free. The Hey AJ Saturdays app is free because I just feel like a lot of times, like when you're an athlete and you make something that's like that, like most people don't want to get into it because it's like, oh, what does he know, or what does? But
I agree, unfortunately.
But creativity is my life's work, right? So. Like I actually study, like I study creativity, I study imagination, like I actually practice. It's just like any other muscle, any other workout. So I work on it every single day. So like the products that I give you are ones that are up to standard because I feel like one, as an athlete, I have to make my shit cooler and better than most people out there. Two, most of my characters are kids of color. So I think they deserve a really great product, and I feel like their product needs to be better than what else is on the shelf. So I feel like, because I feel like if I fail, right, with my book, I'm not only failing the company and myself, but I'm also failing a younger generation of kids that didn't have the opportunity to create these things. So it's like, because no one else has been creating it for them, right? On a level of what I'm trying to do, like Walt Disney or Cartoon Network cartoons and stuff. So I feel like it has to do well. So I'm not only failing myself, I'm failing the culture. So. So I feel like a lot of pressure on that. Sometimes I feel like, because like as an athlete, like kids know they could be great athletes, but like we don't have a lot of representation in tech or in movies or creativity, like anything really in the media. We don't have a lot of.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, there's multiple reasons. I think one, the kids aren't introduced to the possibility of them doing it. Like they don't know that instead of rapping, they could score films. Like we don't know because they don't like, oh, I could be just like such and such. They don't have someone to look up to in those fields that they know of. And when there is, it's like one or two people, so they feel like they are the anomaly. Like they could do that, but not me.
Right.
So
you just need more representation in front of the media, maybe?
The representation that we need, though, is by grooming more creators, right? Because if most of the people that's making the movies are white men, you know, you make what you know.
Right.
Like, you know, there's not gonna be a bunch of white people making the PJs, right? Because then when a bunch of white people make a show, it comes out the Cleveland show.
Right.
I never met a black guy like Cleveland. Not one. Like, have you ever met? Who is Cleveland? Like, where did you meet this guy and who is he based on? Like, I've never met a guy like Cleveland before. So it comes off wrong.
I don't know, man.
Have you ever met a black guy like Cleveland?
Nah, not in Chicago, no.
I never have. Nowhere.
Never.
Not even in Cleveland.
Well, how do you view Cleveland? When you look at him, he's represented as what?
I don't know who that is on the TV. I can't say like, man, I don't have a single friend I could be like, man, you remind me of Cleveland. Or Cleveland reminds me of such and such. Not one person I've met in 31 years. I guess I don't count the first 2 years because I don't remember those people. But like from 28 years, there's not one person I've ever met that was like Cleveland.
Yeah. You're 31?
Yeah, I just turned 31.
I'm gonna be 30 in June.
Congratulations.
What advice do you have for me?
For a 30-year-old? I think that 30-year mark is a year where you stop giving a fuck about what other people think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's just like, it just hits you. It's just like, damn, I spent 29 years worrying about what other people thought about me. All of a sudden, you just drop that weight because you know that you're close to death.
I mean, that's like the harshest advice that anyone's ever given to me. But yeah, I get it.
30 is great though. 30, like I turned 30, I was just kind of like, oh, you feel a little sexier, you eat better, more consistently, because you're like, you know, like I'm motivated by death, right?
Do you listen to Gary Vaynerchuk? Because I hear him talk about that all the time.
No,
like someone asked it, you know who he is?
No.
Gary V? Gary V.
Oh, no, I know Gary V.
Yeah, Gary V.
Yeah, I know Gary.
Yeah. So.
But you said his whole last name. I was like, I don't know who that is.
Right.
Yeah, that's why he goes by V, because he knows no one's gonna be able to say that.
Vaynerchuk?
Yeah, that.
That one.
Yeah,
I got you.
Nah, he tweeted me the other day.
Yeah, what did he say?
Gary, he's just like boss.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, he said, if someone came up to him, he did like this Reddit, not a Reddit AMA, like a person-to-person interaction of like a Reddit AMA. People just came up to him and talked to him.
Oh, I saw that.
And they
I saw
said
clips
like,
of that.
what's your motivation? Like how do I inspire myself every day? And he goes, you're going to die. And that's all he said. And he turned around and then went to the next person.
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm going to die, so I might as well try to do everything I ever want to do before I die.
Right.
So like, if you know death is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for the world, I have to die. All right, so
It's very unfortunate for the world. I wish there were more people like you.
So if I know I'm going to die, then I feel like all these dreams I have, all these things I want to do, like I need to do them because there is a time step. Like I'm going to run out of time.
Right.
Most people put their dreams off because they don't feel like they're going to run out of time. But you're running out of time. And then I always felt like life is like, you start on this path and your dream may be this way, but then you decide to go this way because it's easier or whatever. But the further you go this way, the harder it is to get back all the way over here. So like when you stop and you realize what your real dream was, you look at the distance between where you are and your dream, you be like, well, fuck that. I just want to stay on this road.
Right.
Because it takes so much time to get back over here to doing what you dreamed of.
Was your dream to play in the NFL?
One of them. I believe you can have multiple dreams. Like the idea of being one thing or one dream is ridiculous.
Don't we also as human beings compartmentalize like the chronological order of what we want to do in our lives? Like where was the NFL maybe in that priority list?
I don't do that.
Nah.
Everything for me is like, it's just.
You just do it.
I'm not good with dates, and I don't really have dates and time.
I agree. I'm terrible with birthdays.
I'm terrible with birthdays. I'm terrible with the day of the week. I don't like. Today.
You know what today is?
Friday. Thursday. Throwback Thursday.
It's Thursday.
I gotta get on Instagram.
You do a lot of TBTs?
No, not really. I don't really. The past is cool, but like.
You want to live in the present.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like. You familiar with Eckhart Tolle?
No.
Oh, he's great. You should read the Power Now.
Okay.
And talking about ego, I just thought about this because of Throwback Thursday. But
yeah,
like,
you're good.
So like a lot of people are ego driven, and when you're ego driven, you cannot live in the present, right?
Right.
So when the ego can only live on what it has done or what it thinks it's about to do next. So most people live in those two places. Because right now, your ego has not done anything. It cannot do anything right now because it only lives on the past and the present. So most people always want to think about what tomorrow is going to be and how they used to look and remember those the good old days when you can make new good old days today. And it's much easier to live in the past and in the future. So when you live in those places, you're not totally present. Therefore, you're not totally awake. And when you're totally present and you're awake, the colors are brighter, the world smells different, people look different.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the more you're able to tap into being present, the longer you could be there, right? So it's like first you experience it, you're like, oh, shit, that was purple Kool-Aid. That was delicious. I want another glass, right? So then, you have your second glass of purple Kool-Aid. It's like, oh, shit, I want to just drink Kool-Aid all day, right? You can't because it's just diabetes in a cup.
Yeah.
But
that's how you refer to a lot of sugar things, don't you?
Yeah, because I was thinking I'm gonna die, like it's killing me, right?
How much sugar do you actually eat?
I don't know. I love Willy Wonka's like my.
You love Willy Wonka.
He's my Michael Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your Malcolm X?
Malcolm X is my Malcolm X.
Oh, I'm just curious. Look, I'm throwing out random questions. You're giving me random answers.
Yeah, Malcolm X is my Malcolm X. But like, yeah, it was like for me, like Tim Burton's, like he's like the if you like I'm just because of sports, but like just to stay with the sports metaphor, Tim Burton's like it's like my Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think of Dennis when he was playing?
I love Dennis.
Yeah.
Beast.
Yeah.
One of the best ever. And he was just unapologetically himself.
And I was gonna say, he did not care about anything. Anything,
so great.
Anybody, anytime.
Yeah.
He would go out on a bender prior to Game 3 of the finals, not care, come back, put up like 15 and 20.
What's a bender?
And they would win. A bender?
Yeah.
Like if you're going on a bender in Vegas. Like you start at a certain time, you're out all night, drinking, doing whatever, and then he performs the next day.
I don't drink, so.
When's the last time you had a beverage?
Okay, I take that back. I will have a margarita on a Taco Tuesday, but I never drank the full margarita. What? It's just like, I just feel like I can't order Taco Tuesday without at least sipping a margarita. I usually just take
So it's like having a Coke with pizza. That's how you view it.
Did you know that they use Coca-Cola to clean up blood, like on a highway after like someone's in an accident?
No.
Yeah, if it did, I don't drink that shit. That's death in a can.
Diabetes in a can.
No, that's just death.
Oh, it's death. There's a difference here. All right. I'm gonna get a little corny. All right. Are you ready?
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I pick up on your dickish sarcasm, Martellus. All right. This is something that I wrote for you because I was inspired by you.
Is it poetry?
It's poetry.
Let's go.
Because, real quick, we at the Young Turks are very honest with what we do. We like to be kind-hearted, down to earth, and also just speak truths. So when everything happened with Laura Ingraham, I thought it was bullshit. When everything that's happened with Colin Kaepernick, thus my shirt, I thought it was bullshit. I hate how the media has portrayed a lot of people. So this is a poem that I wrote literally this morning because I was inspired by you to chase your dream. Not that I'm like a dream poet or anything like that, but just to try and do it. Set the bar high. All right.
Is it a haiku?
No, it is not a haiku. The 757? Isn't that what it is?
It could be 5755 or 7757. Yeah.
No, I was just inspired by you saying you're more than an athlete. So here's what I wrote.
All right.
Ready? More than an athlete.
Great opening.
How dare? This is a serious topic.
The way to just get into it. Let's just go. Like no one has any questions about what this is about. Let's just go. Come on.
More than an athlete. How dare you be? Shut up and dribble. Touchdown for the team. More than an athlete. How dare you be? Be like Mike. Don't express yourself freely. More than an athlete. How dare you be? How dare you try to be more than the box we put you in, society? More than an athlete, how dare you be? How can you, how could you defy the fan in me? Just keep scoring. Take my team to new heights, keep soaring. Don't let me catch you running your mouth about the problems I'm ignoring. I'd rather separate the two, plead ignorance, that's my truth. I'd rather die not knowing the real you. Play the field, don't play with my emotions, that's not what I choose. I choose you every Sunday to escape the reality of my blues. More than an athlete, how dare you be? Shut up and dribble, touchdown for the team.
That was good. I think that you just got to work on the pentameter was great. Pentameter, Shakespeare. I grew up watching Shakespeare. You got to be like this. I'm gonna read your poem, right?
All right.
More than an athlete, how dare you be? Shut up and dribble, touchdown for the team. More than an athlete, how dare you be? Be like Mike, don't express yourself freely. More than an athlete, how dare you be? How dare you try to be more than a box we put you in, society? More than an athlete, how dare you be? How can you, how could you defy the fan in me? Just keep scoring. Take my team to new heights. Keep soaring. Don't let me catch you running your mouth about the problems I'm ignoring. I'd rather separate the two. I'd rather separate the two. I said I'd rather separate the two. Plead ignorance, that's my truth. I'd rather die not knowing the real you. Yeah, motherfucker. I'd rather die not knowing the real you. Play the field. Don't play with my emotions. That's not what I choose. I choose you every Sunday to escape the reality of my blues. More than an athlete, how dare you be? Shut up and dribble. Touchdown for the team. That's good. I like this. This is powerful. This is good stuff, bro. You wrote this? Shit, you like the white Jay-Z. Little Dickie, watch out.
Yeah, right.
There's another one of you out there. Nah, yeah.
Wait a minute. I was kidding.
No, this is good. That's kind of like the poem I did before the my TED Talk.
The one that you opened with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should put that in my next book too.
You could have it.
This right here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna share this with the world. Sign it.
You really want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Twitter. How many characters is that?
I don't know. Do we have a pen over there? We could afterwards. It's cool. Oh, we have one?
An athlete, how dare you be such a thing? Nobody wants to hear you sing.
Of course, great timing. I'll sign it. I'll sign it afterwards. I think we're out of time, but I just want to say I think you're an incredible person. I appreciate what you're doing with the world. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your positive vibes. I appreciate just everything that you're doing for society. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me on here. The Young Turks, is that after Turk, the hot boy?
No, it's for like a dude who's Turkish.
Oh, that's cool too. I like
we don't
Turkey.
Discriminate.
Is Turkey from Turkish? Is Turkish?
Phenomenal question that I don't have the answer to. I'm gonna venture out and say no, because when Columbus came here, they killed turkeys in America.
Yeah, but Columbus is a rapist.
Well, yeah, he's a horrible person.
And he got a holiday.
Yeah, and he got a holiday.
Who celebrates Columbus Day?
I don't know.
First he went to the Bahamas, raped all their women, stole all their gold, took all their goods, and like, okay, we're done here. Let's go to the next place. And, oh, I stumbled across America. And then the most fucked
Wait,
up.
there's Indian people here. Hang on a second.
So let's go celebrate this day. They have this. It's cold up there. It's getting time winter. They got this thing called Thanksgiving. Everyone's there cold. Hey guys, thanks for dinner. For return of this great dinner, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you blankets. Just go out to the ship and grab all the blankets you want. Oh, do we need some? No, we don't need any. You guys can have them all. Boom, smallpox.
Right.
Christopher Columbus.
So what do we rename it? Let's think
How do you discover something when there's already people there? That's like me stumbling upon your house and be like, I discovered your house.
Right.
Or me going to...
That's called the IRS.
Yeah, or like it's me going to a place I've never been and be like, oh, today I discovered Japan.
Right, this is mine.
Yeah.
Look at all these amazing, those are my trees. Yeah. Oh, you people that are here, no, fuck you. Go over there.
You can't discover something that's already been discovered.
Totally.
It's just new to you. It's like when sometimes there's an app and then everyone tells you about this app, you're like, I never heard of it. Then you go download it and you realize there's billions of downloads and like, I'm the only person that didn't know about it. So I discovered a new app, but at the same time, it's like, it's already been out there. Everybody else already knew about it.
I have an idea for an app that is not discovered yet. I'm not gonna tell you on air.
That's okay.
I'm gonna tell you off air.
I learned that people don't really steal ideas. They don't have the time and the effort to go and bring someone else's idea to fruition.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to tell someone about this idea or this, but most people, they would steal your idea. And if they try to, they can't execute it the way you execute it.
You're looking on the bright side. I view it on the pessimistic side. That like, if I really trust you, then yeah, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna like let somebody that's like not necessarily outside the, I can meet the parents, like circle trust Greg. Like no, they gotta be in the circle.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't just, I'm not saying just go around and be like, hey guys, I got this great idea for an app. Anybody want to listen?
Of course.
You work in tech. Come here, let me tell you something, right?
Right, totally.
I'm talking about the people you fuck with.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, but like, sometimes you have people that you mess with that are like, maybe I'll just
I don't mess with those people. Those are what you call associates.
No, totally.
Yeah.
But you gotta mess with associates, don't you?
I mean, not like that, no. I don't roast s'mores with associates.
You've told, all right, real quick. You said something about 2 times you felt really rich on Snoop's show.
Yeah.
And one of them was walking your dog without a leash,
That's it?
reading a book, and the second was picking your daughter up and roasting s'mores in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's...
Why s'mores is that feeling of like, oh, this is it?
Because s'mores is like this treat that you have to go on this whole expedition, camping, it's like this whole thing to do it. And here I am on a Thursday afternoon with my daughter in the middle of the day, sun's out. We're just roasting s'mores all day, like till our stomachs hurt. And I just felt really rich to be able to roast a daughter on my man-made fire pit.
Oh, you made it yourself?
I didn't make it, some other man made it.
Oh, okay. How would you have phrased that if you did make it yourself?
I would make the fire pit I created.
Oh, you created it, okay. Yeah. All right, that's cool.
The fire pit I built with my own bare hands. Usually I would do something that makes it sound real manly.
Right.
Like I gathered the wood, and then I went and got the rock hot stones and I put them into this oval that I created. You know how hard it is to bend wood? So I figured out a mechanism to bend the wood, and then I stuffed it and I set fire and then roasted s'mores.
Who's funnier between you and your brother, real quick?
I don't know. I don't try to be funny. I don't. This is just how I talk like this all day. This is just who I am. Like,
Okay,
like it's not me. I'm not like putting on something for TV.
No, I know, but I know you're not. You said that you relinquished the mask that you put on.
Yeah, sometimes I feel
think
my
is
mask.
amazing.
Sometimes I feel my mask creeping up on me. I feel like Jim Carrey. And,
Oh man.
But no, I love Jim Carrey.
Oh, I do too. I just
Like people don't realize he's talking at such a high level that
completely.
if you're not present, you don't really get what he's saying.
That's why I had that reaction. Like, oh man, you just sort of like touched on a level that I feel like no one else can relate on.
And his art is so beautiful.
Yeah. Every interview
Jim
that
Carrey?
he's given, there's way more to it than like, oh, is Jim Carrey crazy? Like, no, he's not crazy.
Yeah, Jim.
You just gotta listen.
Jim Carrey is one of my biggest inspirations growing up.
What would you do if you met him?
Same thing I'm doing now, just talk.
You're never starstruck by anybody.
I don't believe in stars.
What do you call up there?
I'm talking about like people being stars. Like they're just normal human beings who just happen to have cool jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He shits just like I shit. You know, he probably goes to Chipotle from time to time.
Oh man, now I'm hungry.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he just does a cool job. And it's like I was telling guys, like guys are afraid to talk to the pretty girl. And I was just like, the pretty girl wants to be talked to because everybody's afraid to talk to her.
Right.
So just go make her laugh.
Totally. Yeah.
Don't be like so, I don't know. But yeah, we're out of time. So thank you for tuning in. The only thing about dark cups on the inside, you don't really know how much water is in there. So a lot of times I've been drinking nothing today. And I've been really thirsty just to throw that out to you. So it looks like there's water in there, but it's just a really beautiful violet color. And it's not water that's glistening in there. It's just the shadow of my face.
It's yours.
Yeah, so.
Take it.
Yeah, I don't want to take it because I have nowhere to put it. And
Where are you going after this?
I don't like free stuff. Cause
it's just a mug.
I know, but I wouldn't I wouldn't go out and buy a mug. Like I don't need a mug in my house, so it's like it'll just be wasteful. Once you guys wash it, reuse it.
We do, yeah.
And give it to the next guy.
Okay, perfect.
The next guy that's just an athlete that comes on the show.
More than an
What's that lady name that said that?
Laura Ingraham. The Shut Up and Dribble?
Yeah, what does she do?
Laura Ingraham. All right, so real quick, she is a political commentator who is gung-ho conservative, and also when
has she ever been a politician?
Yes, she helped Ronald Reagan with his. She was like a speechwriter.
Ronald Reagan?
A speechwriter for Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know about Ronald Reagan. He fucked a lot of shit up for black people.
Just go listen to Ronald Reagan Era by Kendrick Lamar off of Section 80.
That's a great album.
Great album. It's his best.
Yeah, I don't really.
What?
Yeah,
what was that?
I'm
That's the first time I've ever heard you be like, I don't know if I want to get into that.
Yeah, I think Kendrick's dope, but.
Favorite lyricist? If you have too many connections in hip hop and you don't want to like anoint someone and then crap on everybody else, you don't have to answer the question.
My favorite lyricist is probably. It's tough. You got Old Lupe.
Old Lupe was the best. Represented Chicago well.
I love Mos Def.
Mm-hmm. Incredible what they did to him.
Who's they? Are you talking about the white man?
The industry, yeah. Kicked him out, took away his passport, didn't welcome him back in the country. Crying on Facebook Live, pleading his case.
Trump's doing that to a lot of people right now.
Tell me about it. He's empowering those people.
Yeah, I think I love, I don't know. I think that, like my favorite rapper is Currency.
Oh, Currency.
Yeah, he's my favorite rapper. I can listen to him all the time.
Wait, what was the line that he had in dedication to? I'm Currency, they know me as the hot spitter, sitting on 3 legs in a wheel just like a tricycle, right?
Talking about the song with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, I love Currency. And then
you know him, don't you?
Yeah, kind of. I performed at somewhere he was performing like I was like the 8 o'clock show and he was like the 12 o'clock show.
Jeez.
Like, for you guys who did come early, here's Martellus Bennett. I was in a group called the Moonshine Kids, like, you know, and
Moonshine Kids.
Yeah, and it's
amazing.
like, here they are, the Moonshine Kids. And the next to people was like Smoke DZA and like I was like on a smokers type thing, like early on. And then like I performed like there was a time where I performed one time like on spring break and it was like same thing, like was still light outside when I was performing, right? And like, no one's there yet, and no one's drunk, and
that's amazing.
Everybody's like,
that's some of the best though. That's some of the best shows.
I perform. There's times I got paid like to go do a show, and there's times where there's 5 people there, and there's times when there's been 500 people there.
What makes you more nervous, 5 or 500?
I don't know if I like performance. I don't really see anybody out there anyway. They don't know the words to my song, so it's not like they're vibing with me. They're just listening. So
right.
It's the worst feeling though. I think is like the time we had 5, like the 10 people there or whatever. It was all my friends, so it was great. So everybody was singing along, and it was like I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to be a real rapper. Imagine having hundreds of thousands of people doing it.
I think that is an amazing feeling that I don't think I'll ever really know. Being on a stage. Like I was talking to my girl about this the other day. Can you imagine the power of having a microphone in your hand or a guitar in your hand and thousands and thousands and thousands of people just adore you and are vibing with you and know every word? That is an amazing feeling.
Yeah, music is a soundtrack to life. Yeah. I could name a song.
Great song by Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, the old Kid Cudi was great too.
Yeah, old Kid Cudi was awesome.
The new Kid Cudi's not bad though.
He's all right. He's bouncing back.
I mean, not this, whatever, but yeah, like music is like I could say like Jagged Edge, Promise. And you could be like, oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. I was at my 8th grade dance.
Remember Where the Party At?
Oh, that was one of the best songs. Hey, where
I danced to that at my bar mitzvah.
I'm so jealous I didn't have a bar mitzvah.
We could have one for you.
How old? I mean, I'm too
13.
old now. I'm 31 now, so it's the reciprocal. Isn't that the right word?
It's the right word, but it's the wrong idea.
It's 13
like you could
31?
have your second bar mitzvah at 26, but then it's over. It's curtains. But like, F it, we could do it.
Do we get to break place? I should just go crash bar mitzvahs.
We should do, well, you can. You know who did it actually? Kyle O'Quinn with the Knicks.
Oh, I know Kyle O'Quinn. Well, I don't know him like that.
Literally doing that. Like he would just go to, and then they hired him as the entertainment.
And probably pay very well too. If you need some entertainment for your bar mitzvah, give me a call at 1-800-Marty B, the B's for bar mitzvah. And I will come there and I'll entertain you and your friends. Throw plates, y'all break plates, right? You get to break plates at bar mitzvahs?
No.
Okay, what do you get to do at bar mitzvahs?
You break glass at the wedding.
If you need someone to come to your bar wedding, what is it called then? Just a wedding?
Well, just a wedding.
Oh yeah. If you get some I want to go to India during wedding season.
That'd be great.
All the colors and
yeah. And like you get to like, do they have elephants in India at the weddings? Some of them. Some of them
I had an
they
elephant
do.
at my wedding.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
Did
you ride it?
No, I didn't have a real elephant.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
I would like to ride an elephant.
You know what we should do? We should, all right, real quick and then we gotta go. What we should do is have Marty B's bar mitzvah bash, and we should make it an event.
And raise money.
And raise money for whatever cause you want.
Yeah, let's do that. And
we could hold it in LA somewhere.
This thing I want to do right now, that I want to tell you right now. My next big event that I want to do this thing called One Night with Marty, right? Because I'm trying to build playgrounds all over the world, right?
Amazing.
I designed my first one. I want to build it in Houston. I need to raise like $1.3 million or something.
You have a GoFundMe? Kickstarter?
No, I don't have one of those. So what I want to do is I want to do this One Night with Marty, where it's just like a night of entertainment. I'm on a stage and it's just like, it's like the Chappelle Show.
Okay.
Right? There's jokes, there's skits.
I could write something for you, clearly.
Yeah, definitely.
Not feeling that idea, okay.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
More than an athlete.
All right.
How dare you
Come on. Good. Idea.
Soar the newest, fly the newest heights.
Come on. What's the idea?
The One Night with Marty. I'm just gonna be on TV. I just want to get on stage.
So we're gonna have guests on there too with you?
I might have a couple of guest stars up perform music, things like that. But like people come to get entertained. You pay for tables and you get food, and I'm going to serve like. It's not gonna be like, it's gonna be like you dress up for it, right? But I'm gonna serve like burgers and milkshakes and fries.
Amazing.
I hate when I go to those things and it's like
all alcohol.
You get like a corner of a steak and a mashed potato. It's not mashed potatoes. It's a mashed potato, and it's just one mashed potato with some garnish on it. It looks all pretty. I'm like, goddamn, just give me a burger, some really good fries, a milkshake, and a Coca-Cola, because that's the best way to burn your intestines.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. You call your friends. I'm gonna start calling my friends.
I will.
And we're just gonna do this thing.
And they could be friends.
Yeah, we
can hook up every weekend.
Yeah, we could rendezvous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe have a do-si-do or two.
Do-si-do. I did do-si-do in Texas.
How'd that go?
I was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I acted in a play called OK Corral growing up. I played the trombone and instruments and stuff too.
You don't play them anymore?
I think about starting back playing.
You should.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick up guitar real quick.
If I ever, real quick, whenever I can't do my dexterity of my fingers.
It takes like 3 weeks.
The
4
dexterity in my fingers are so jacked up that I can't even play the guitar if I wanted to. I did play the guitar a little bit in the Moonshine Kids, man.
What kind of guitar?
It's like this electric guitar and it looks like a yellow star. I couldn't play anything. I just had this one little
like one note.
There's one little rip of chords that I could play, but I made it look so good. You know what? Split my guitar, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you should do that more." I'm like, "Yeah, I should, but I can't."
Yeah, right.
That's all I got. It's like I'm a one-trick pony.
Marty,
thank you.
We appreciate it, man.
All right, appreciate
Thank you very much.
Make sure you go out and get the book. Hey,
yes.
AJ's Bedtime. You will love it. There's a deluxe version as well that comes in a box because I always want kids to feel like they're getting a gift, and the gift that I'm giving is the gift of imagination. And the book is pretty awesome. I think you will enjoy it. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how awesome it is. And the app comes out on the 27th, so make sure you get the app. And if you like my hoodie, you can go get my hoodie right now on imaginationagency.com as well.
I do want that hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give you one, but it's a startup.
Thanks, dude.